structures, define operating concern, and when you go here in maintain operating concern, it is active. So we don't have any issue now. What I did, I just came out from here. I mean, I completely logged out from SAP, again entered. Okay, then I've used SE38 and executed the program in the background. Then I came back here and again reactivated. It happened properly. So what we have done yesterday, we have created one characteristics characteristic called WWREG, and we came here and again we have assigned the same thing to our operating concern. Okay, so now take back. What do we do? So as I mentioned, when we have defined characteristics, I mean user defined characteristics, in such a case it is compulsory to have a derivation rule. The derivation rule is required to be done for all the user defined characteristics, because system does not understand what exactly is that. Whatever we have as part of SAP standard, all those values will be connected to a table or a field something. But the user defined, the system does not understand what exactly WWREG means. So we need to provide that information. What does it mean? And how do you want that to be triggered? That is what we will have to mention. So firstly, what does WWREG mean? That we will have to maintain here characteristic value, and we need to maintain a derivation in order to trigger that particular one. Okay, so first let us go and check maintain characteristic value. Path for this is IMG, controlling profitability analysis, master data, characteristic values, maintain characteristic values, and just execute. Okay, so we can see now here, earlier it was a blank. Now we can see a region because we have added this region to our operating concern. Before you get into that, as I mentioned, make sure that you have to be there within your operating concern. Just KEBD, just execute this, and as take your operating concern, just press enter. Okay, of course, we were there in our operating concern, but I'm just telling you. Now here you can see our region. This is the one that we have created yesterday. Let me go back to the characteristics and show you. Maintain characteristics yesterday. This is the one that we went in, and we have all characteristics from operating concern, or just we can say all characteristics display. Now when you scroll down to the end, we will be finding WWREG, which means it's a region. Okay, so the same thing can be seen here now. Maintain characteristic values, just execute, you can see now. Now select this, select region. Now you will get a window here. Oh my God, why it is going into error in above application program? The current above program had to be terminated because it found a statement that could not be executed. 76 of the program. The following syntax error have occurred. Web dictionary structure table is either not active or does not exist. 76. Okay, I'm not finding any fault, but anyways, let us see once again. So I'm going back to the profitability analysis again, master data, characteristic values, maintain characteristic values, just selecting the same thing. No, it's going back. There is some problem in this. Now, normally what we will have to do is once you select, that region, it gives you a window. Okay. Once you select this, you will get a window wherein we will have to enter what does it mean? What do you mean by region? Is it Asia Pacific or Australia, North America, or that you will have to enter those names along with the codes. So once you select here, you will have two columns. You'll get a different another window wherein you'll find two columns, one with the codes, the other one with the description. So if I say 123, what does it mean? 123 is my code, and what does it mean? 123 is nothing but Asia Pacific. 234, nothing but Australia, New Zealand, Australia. North America will have separate code. Like that, for every region we will keep a separate code. That is what we will be mentioning over here, but it is going into a dumb, looks like some issue is happening. I don't know why. So let me go and change the description. Let us see. Okay. I'm just reactivating them. Just change the description. Let's see. I've just activated. All saved fields are already activated. That's fine. So, so again, if you go here, you will be finding the same thing. Just save it back. Now I'm going once again into this to see. No problem. Country region. We got everything ready. Now let me just try it once again. Maintain characteristic values, execute, just select this. No, looks like we need some technical help in order to get this resolved. Okay, so uh, so that way we will be creating a derivation. So once we have this, once we maintain a values over here for our user defined characteristics, what we can do is we will go and maintain a derivation over here. That is what the normal process. Okay, so let me go and create another characteristic and one value field. Let us see how it works. Let us try another one. Okay, maintain characteristic. So what I'm saying
Hey,
here,
Leonardo,
yes.
is that the last time, yesterday we receiving some error when you are trying to create this,
Hmm.
right? Is this what's, is it going through now? Because I don't see it being
No,
created.
actually yesterday we had some issue while activating the operating concern after
Yes.
assigning the characteristic.
Okay.
That's what I said. So what I have done after our call, I just mentioned it as exit. I came out from the system. Again, SC38, I went into SC38 and I ran that program again in the background. Then I came over here. I have reactivated it, happened properly.
Okay.
So there is no problem from the operating concern perspective, but there is some problem here in this maintain characteristic values.
Okay.
Anyways, let us create one more character and let us assign the same thing and we will see this time. Okay, so maintain characteristic WW, I'll say 123. I'm just giving a code. I will say user defined, right? I'll put the name as something like, you know, mm, something called, um, I will say something like area. I'm just mentioning as area. I'll say country area. Okay, I'm just putting something. Okay, here data type is going to be characteristic. It means alphanumeric and I will say 10. Okay, so now activate it, automatic. Okay, active and just save. So similarly, we will create one value field. So value field should start with VV. I will say, I will say rent. Create. You are changing the cross. That's fine. Field name must be between 4 and 5 character length. So here it is giving 6 characters, right? I'll just keep 5 here. Create change. I will say rent. Okay, this is amount and this is summation. The total. I'm saying the total. Again, here also activate it and save it. Okay, back. So we have got one user defined characteristic, one value field, user defined value field. We will assign them to our operating concern. Is going to maintain operating concern. Here it is in the display mode. Make it change, change, select the same thing. Okay, now here the one what we have created just little while ago, let us take the same thing and assign. So WW123 assign over here and in the value field assign VV VVREN. Okay, I've assigned both of them now, and what I have to do, I have to activate them. Activate it, it will take a while, but we need to run this program in the background. So let me do that also. Save it. Okay, so 32% generated. Then we will take that back. Opening another screen, going into SC38, taking the same program. I need to run that in the background. Okay, has not been generated. Okay, so it is in the red color. Let us go into SE38 and go to programs, execute in the background, and variant. Of course, we have got one variant and just run now. Okay, started as a background. So SM37 execute. Now you can see here. It now the program has, we ran this program, but it does not happen. It does not happen. So what I will do, I'll just exit from here and go into the system again. So SE38, take the program, go to program, execute in the background. So run now. So go to SM37, execute. No, it is not happening. It should not complete in a second. It should take a while. SM SC38. Let me run this program again. So, but in the real environment, it does not take much time. Now we are getting that. Just execute, started in the background, that's fine. Okay, execute now. 1248, it happens now. Execute in the background, LP01, enter. enter here, immediate check and save program. Now go into SM37. It will take a while. Now you see it's there. It is in active mode. Now I'm refreshing. It will take a while. After that, when we go to copa and we read, when we do a regeneration, it happens properly. But in the real environment, you don't you really require to come out from the system to do this activity. So only 30 seconds. It will take some roughly 300 seconds. It takes roughly 300 seconds. But in the real environment, it will take little more time. Particularly, it will take more time when we are doing for the first time. Okay, so one thing before we get into that. So what do we do on Thursdays and Fridays? Do you want the session or you don't want?
Nanda, I think we can have a session on Thursday,
Hmm.
uh, but not on. I don't know. George, you said George. What do you think?
Because Nanda,
Hmm.
you know, Thursday is holiday and I'll be taking my family out. I don't want to delay others. If we can do it in the morning, Thursday and Friday, I don't know.
Thursday, Friday mornings, right?
If we can do it in the morning, so anybody that wants to go out will go out, you know.
Right, right. Yeah,
I'm
I
just,
understand.
I'm just suggesting. I don't know about others.
Okay,
Hey, George.
I think I
Okay.
think we can keep in the morning. Yeah,
On
I think
Thursday?
we can do both on Thursday and Friday. We can keep it in the morning then.
Yeah,
What time?
let's do that.
What time in the morning? The morning like we do on Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, same 8 o'clock.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds good.
Hmm. Okay.
So Thursday and Friday around 10 o'clock and 8 o'clock your time. And George, your
Yes.
time will be 11 o'clock.
Finished. Now let us go into let us regenerate the same thing. Change here again, go to here, activate, take back arrow. Okay, take back arrow. Say yes. Do you wish to generate? Yes. Now we will have green. Done. Environment was generated completely. Now you can see in green color. Back. Okay. Now let us get into the characteristic. So maintain characteristic values, just execute. Now you can see the country area. I'm just selecting country area now. No, it's going into dump, so we cannot do anything now. Okay, so we cannot do anything. I will check with the ABAPer available for this client, for this system, and I can do after that. Okay, now so far we have posted transactions, right? So when we post a transaction in FI, um, we also have seen the document updating in copa. Not only from FI, we can see the documents from all other modules such as SD, right? PM, PP. You can see the transactions flowing into copa from various other modules, not only from FI. And apart from that, we can also post transactions directly into copa. Why we require this transaction? So sometimes, I mean, in some scenarios, we don't this is not the right time to discuss, but we will discuss them later. You can find some differences between FI and COPA. So some transactions happened in FI which did not get updated in COPA. So now in such a case, in order to reconcile between FI and COPA, we have to post few transactions, I mean the different transactions directly in COPA. So how do we do that? Then after that, we will go ahead. So I'm opening another screen. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, your voice was just breaking.
Right, yeah. Okay, right. So I'm going into a transaction code and I'm posting a transaction directly in Copa. So going into controlling, KE21N, create line items. So KE21N, with this transaction, we can post a transaction directly in Copa. Path for this is easy access, accounting, controlling, profitability analysis, actual postings, and KE21N create line items. Just enter into this, and here enter the document number if it is an external, otherwise just ignore. And here we need to take the record type. We have seen earlier, we have seen a record type called B for finance transaction, direct to postings from F5. Okay, so if at all you have any billing related, you can see F. And if at all you have, I mean, I don't know in which scenario we're going to get. So accordingly, we can see this information. So in the case of order settlements, you can see I. So let me take B now. Okay, so legal valuation document number, legal valuation profits, legal view, profit center view. I want this to happen in operating concern and company code currency. Okay, and reference information. If you want to enter some reference related information, you can enter. Otherwise, just ignore that. Press enter. It will take you to the next next screen wherein we'll enter different characteristics. Now you see here. Okay, so company code, sales organization, distribution channel, country, you can enter the relevant country, product, plant, division, cost object. What is our company code? I think 2000, right? Yeah, sorry. So select profit center going to be 1000. Okay, I will say 2000. And if at all you have any other information, we can select. See, country area, country region. These are the two fields that we have created. But if you go and try to see here, we don't find any value. We don't find any value here. We are not finding any value because we have not maintained such values over here. So this is the place to maintain those values. Once you click here, you will get a window wherein we will enter what does country area means and what does country region means. The same fields you would be able to see once you click on F4 over here. Okay, enter the characteristics, whatever you want. You can enter all of them. Go into value fields, put the value against the relevant value field. I'm just saying 100 over here, 200 here, scroll down, and rent I will say 2000, scroll down, revenue I would say 25,000. Okay, that's it. And just save. Here if at all you have any derivation you can do, but we don't have a derivation thing. Just save. On saving it, you can see a document number. So there is no finance document for this. There won't be any controlling document for this. You will have only copa document number because we are posting this transaction directly in copa. Okay, so directly we can see in the copa. So you can see only the copa document number. So our document number is 6. Just press enter. You can see the same information now, whatever we have considered. Okay, you can see again, go back. You can see this transaction again in KE24. Of course, you can see this in KE24. So press, select the relevant company code and execute. If you don't enter your company code, you will have all the documents of all the company codes. But I just want to see company code 2000 related. So I can see all of them over here. So this is the document number that we have posted just little while ago. Okay, double click on this, you can see the information. Value field. urgent data, administration data, right? Any questions here? Okay, now what we will do, so we will create a report. Okay, we will create a report. Okay, in order to create COPA report, basically we need two things. First is form, the other next is report. It means basically the form means a structure, skeleton. What do you want? How do you want to see? Okay, I mean, what form will be like this, we require a particulars and amount. So what do we have under particulars? What do we have under particulars? We have sales, and from this subtracting expenses. What expenses do we have? Administration expenses, rent expenses, like say salary expenditure, other expenses. Now the administration expenses, rent expenses, salary expenses, salary expenses, other expenses, then sales we have here. Now, when you take the total of this, we need to have the total over here. We call it as total expenses. Now, this is what your total sales. From this, if you subtract, total expenses from sales, you will have something called net profit or profit, whatever you call it as net margin. Okay. Now, this is nothing but a skeleton. This is nothing but a structure of the report. The structure is developed in the form. Using the form, we will develop the structure, but we will not have any values with the help of form, because the sales you have here, administration you have, rent, salaries, other expenses, all these are value fields. Those are not characteristics. So value fields are totally depending on the characteristics. What are characteristics here in this? Your company code is one of the characteristics. Your controlling area is one of the characteristics. Profit center, cost center, customer, country. These are all your characteristics. So characteristics are not coming here in this picture. Okay, it is just a form. Form is a skeleton, a structure. So what kind of report business wants? Okay, so business may expects multiple reports. So we need to take the skeleton of all of them, and we have to frame them using the form, COPA report form. Now, once we frame this, how do you get the values? These values are totally depending on the characteristics. Okay, these values are totally depends on the characteristics. So whatever you have particulars, amount, sales, this information you will be getting with the help of form. But the amount you will get, the numbers you will get using the report, that is nothing but characteristics. So in the form, we just create a skeleton, and this skeleton will have characteristics assigned here in the report. So COPA report will take the form here into this and assign the relevant characteristics. What kind of characteristics the business wants? As we have seen some time back, in India, in Andhra Pradesh, in in that particular location. I mean, let's say in US, within US, Texas is one of the states. Within the Texas, Dallas is one of the place. Within the Dallas, there is one place. And within that place, there are three sales employees. Each sales employee is selling different products. I want to know the profitability of that particular product. So here, what are characteristics that we are considering? First is US. US is country, one of the characteristics. Then Texas is one of the states. It's a region we call it as. That is another characteristics. Within the Texas, Dallas is a place. Place is one of the characteristics. Within the place, we have sales employees. Sales employees is one of the characteristics. Each sales employee is selling different products, so the product is also one of the characteristics. So in this combination, we are pulling the profitability report. So the combination of all characteristics, nothing but a segment. So the segment thing, segmental information will have using the report. So form will frame, we will frame the report here using the form, and to that form we will add the life. It means we will add characteristics. So characteristics will hold the values individually. Characteristics also will not hold. When we have characteristics with value field, then the value will come in picture. Okay, so in the combination of value field and characteristics, we can have the value. Why? Because here just now we have posted a transaction. This is the transaction. When you go here, these are the characteristics within this company code, within this control, within this country, and within this profit center, within this controlling area. This is what my amount. So administration value will come in the report only when all these characteristics are meeting. Meeting in the sense, suppose say my controlling area is 1248, but my profit center is 1000, and all other values are same. But you will not be able to see 100 as administration, because the profit center is not matching over here. We have entered 1000 as profit center, so we will not see any any value in such a case. So the moment I consider profit center as 2000 in this combination, then I would be able to see administration amount as 100. Okay, so the value will come up only when we consider the characteristics. So these characteristics will be assigned, will be linked to a form in the report. When you go here in the report, this form will be linked to this report, and we can able to frame our report completely. That is what our report is. Any questions? Any questions?
One word is complicated.
What?
Complicated.
Is it complicated? Do you think it is complicated?
Means, I mean, it's a little tough to digest, I tell you.
Oh, it's not that much, you know. Yeah, it's
George, what
basically
do
I
you
can say.
say?
Yes,
Mhm.
Yes, you agree with me?
I know it's complicated, but what can I say?
Okay. So, anyways, so I mean, I just want you all to repeat the recordings, whatever we have completed so far, so that you know you will not have any issue. It's so simple actually. COPA is simple topic. COPA is very simple topic. When you compare with finance topics, COPA is simple topic. So just go through all the recordings, and we will start the form tomorrow. Okay, I'll show you form tomorrow, and I'll prepare a report, and I'll show you a report. Then if you need, I can give you 1 day break also.
So Nanda,
Mm.
one quick question.
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying if I go as a consultant for a particular for CO,
Mm-hmm.
so everything you are taking here should be what I should be looking after or beyond?
So what does that mean?
I'm saying if I study this very training for
Mm-hmm.
CEO,
Mm-hmm.
will this help me as a CEO consultant?
Definitely, but it requires the practice from your end as well.
Yeah, but if even though if I'm going to be doing my practice, so if I work, if I do the practice as
Mm-hmm.
a because we started this CEO on the 23rd, which is on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
If person somebody studied this inside out as
Mm-hmm.
what you've been taking on CO only,
Mm-hmm.
can someone be
Yes, yes,
confident to?
comfortably, comfortably,
Okay, all right,
comfortably.
all right.
But the report, you may have a different report, the requirement, right?
But at least you will
Here,
have the idea of what's
correct,
all right.
correct. So here, what we have done, we have selected sales here, and we have selected few other expenses. He may wants different thing, but he may wants only the expenses, one report. He just want only the expenses. He wants one report only with the variances. Variances are part of expenses. He wants only the variances, one report. Maybe in another report he wants only the sales with different types, like export sales, indirect sales, local sales, like that. So it totally depends on how you want to, how, I mean, the practice is only the way to get such idea. Got it?
Yes, yes, I do.
So practice is required.
So the
Okay,
system to practice is still available till next year, correct?
sorry.
The system that we'll be using for practice is still
Correct.
available till next year.
System, right, you're saying?
Yes,
I think Raghu can answer that.
we want to know if after training by next year, if we can still have it for 1 year, we can pay for it. Let us know that.
I
What
mean,
is
Raghu
that?
can answer for that.
Okay. I don't know if Raghu is there, but
Raghu
will
is there. Raghu, can you stop the recording?